This painting is about movement, not in the sense of a figure running or turning, but in the collective energy of a busy space. This is based on a scene from a market in Venice. When I walked through, this place was very alive. Vendors calling out, footsteps echoing on the stone, and sunlight cutting through the crowd. And people was constantly flowing in and out of the frame. That living rhythm I wanted to capture on this canvas. In this video, I will show you how I built that sense of movement in 4 steps. But let's first talk about what movements means in a painting. Movement isn't about the literal motion. It's more about how the viewer's eyes travel across the surface. It's the rhythm created by clusters of figures and open spaces, strong diagonals of light, the balance of sharp and disappearing edges, and the way colors push and pull on each other. Some paintings, like busy marketplaces, need movement. Without it, the scene feels static or lifeless. Other works, like portraits or meditative landscapes, rely more on a stillness sense. So movement is a tool. Sometimes you use it, sometimes you need to avoid it. The key is knowing when the eye should flow and when it should rest. But before we go into stage 1, I want to share how I use video as a reference for capturing movements. Movement in painting is not about copying every figure or pose. It's about translating the rhythm of reality into brushstrokes. Videos like these helps me to see the rhythm clearly. This is from a video that I'm currently working on a piece for. When I watch a clip like this from a crowded place, I look for 5 things before I start. 1 is the flow of the people or objects. How do groups move together? Where do they pause? And where do they break apart? I sketch these as individual lines. The paths the eye will later flow into the painting. 2, key moments of gesture. I pause the video to find a body leaning, an arm stretching, a figure turning. These gestures become anchors of movement, even if I don't paint them in that exact pose. 3, rhythm over detail. Instead of copying everyone exactly, I simplify and exaggerate the overall flow. A few tilted figures can suggest a whole current of motion, light as movements. In the video, light often travels across heads and shoulders or on the ground. I use that as a diagonal in the painting, a visual stream that pulls the eye forward. 5, sharpness and blur. In this video, some parts are sharp, others are dissolved in motion. In painting, I mimic this by sharpening the key figures and softening the background. This contrast will create the illusion of life. Video, then, is not something that I copy frame by frame. It's a tool to see the rhythm, to study energy, and to bring a believable movement into a stillness of the painting. My name is HP, and this is how I created movement in 4 steps. Step 1. Mapping out the crowd. Start with a loose sketch, nothing precise, just lines and marks to suggest the placement of the figures and the tables. Here I'm not worried about accuracy. What I'm after is the flow, the current of motion. Where do people naturally group together? What are the empty paths that let the eye pass through? How can I guide the attention diagonally instead of looking in one place? The tip here is messy lines are fine. A sketch with rhythm is far more valuable than a clean outline that feels stale and dead. Step 2. Block in light versus shadow. Big patterns of light and dark. In Venice, the sun was cutting diagonally across this market. That light did not just illuminate, it carried the eye deep into the crowd. So I painted the sunlight boldly letting it slash across the canvas. The figures become masses of shapes, broken up with shoulders and heads catching the light. The tip here is diagonals create energy. If you want a scene that feels alive, avoid verticals and horizontals. Give the viewer's eyes a path to flow. Step 3. Adding color, energy, and contrast. Now it's time to bring real energy. So, 1. Skin tones. Warm, quick, varied. Clothing. Loose, mostly dark, but broken up by small accents. Light shining through flesh, housing pure cadmium red and a complementary blue shirt. Background, simplified so it doesn't compete with the figures. Sunlight, cool in some areas, warm in others, always pulling the eye forward. Each brushstroke is about suggestion, not detail. In a crowd, too much precision kills the rhythm. The tip here is suggestion creates more movement than detail. A few strong brushstrokes can imply 10 people better than carefully rendering one. Step 4, the final step, is about rhythm and unity. Sharpen the highlights on the heads and the shoulders that catches the strongest sunlight. At the same time, I soften everything in the shadows so the viewer's eye does not get stuck there. This balance, sharp against soft, light against dark, creates a pulse. The eye flows like a current through the painting, never stopping to look for too long. The tip here is step back often. Ask yourself, does the eye keep moving or does it freeze somewhere? Adjust the edges until the painting feels alive. 5 insights in painting movements. 1. Think in rhythms, not individuals. 2. Light and shadows, patterns create flow. 3. Suggestion is stronger than details in crowds. 4. Diagonals drive energy. Horizontals create calm. 5. Unity comes from softening what doesn't matter. For me, this painting is not about one figure. It's about the rhythm of many people moving together, just like I experienced in that market in Venice. If you found these steps helpful and inspiring, please give the video a like and maybe subscribe. It will help the channel to grow and also help me to keep exploring such things as movement with you in the future. So thank you a lot for watching. I hope it was helpful, and I see you again on the next one.